The rapidly changing culture we live in has changed the way we need to parent. Mostly parents connect and vibe quite well with their children, but when it comes to checking or correcting them, parents may often feel rejected, hurt, or even burnt out. Parents often struggle to live up to the image of parental standards they set for themselves. We often struggle to live up to the image of parental standards we set for ourselves. Often not able to achieve the results we want, we plead, we cajole, we bribe, we reward, or even punish to an extent it's foreign to us. Why does this happen while our parents had it easier? In this video, I'll focus not on what parents should do, but who you need to be for your children so they truly listen to you without the need to raise your voice or lose your temper. Welcome back to our series of Mindful Parenting. In this series, we will debunk the commonly misunderstood areas of parent-child relationship. Before we jump into how to correct, let's understand why parental influence is crucial for your child's development. Have you watched the cartoon Tom and Jerry? The little duckling, when hatched from an egg, clings to its mother and follows it around. But the one that doesn't have the mom near it assumes Jerry as its parent and follows around. By nature, all humans are inclined to learn the cues from the person they are attached. Children turn to the person who gives them the constant contact, warmth, and authority. If children experience a void in this, then they detach from the parent and attach to the nearest available person who gives it for them. What is missing in the parent-child relationship often results in an unpleasant changes in your child's personality. The unconditional love, the sacrifice you make for their growth, your desire to nurture will not reach them if parents cannot lead your children to a genuine independence in their words, thought, and action. Let's dive deep into this. Why raising voice doesn't work well while correcting your children. Number one, children often get immersed in the activity they are interested in. It is not easy for them to come out of that circuit of thoughts, to bring them to respond to your instruction, tap their senses, or just give them a little water or just touch them. Number two, adults may come up with different labels like naughty one, disobedient, deaf, slow to react. Children start believing these labels to be their true self, and they change as the label says. Focus on the action to be done instead of labeling their behavior. Words of the parents have the power to pour out life and death into your child's heart, so use it wisely. Children are active listeners. Children by nature take cues from the bodily expressions. They read your emotions first and then the instruction you give them. You don't have to raise your voice to grab their attention. Instead, try changing your tone. Let me give you an example and I will show it in 3 simple steps. Don't do that. A soft and a loving tone. Don't do that. That's a flat, normal talking voice. Don't do that. That's a warning to stop. Make an expression that you mean it, not scaring them with death stares. Parents out there, listen to this. Don't take your parental authority for granted. Put your efforts where it is needed. Nobody likes to be corrected all the time. Sometimes it's okay to let go of it, and children will thank you for that. The confusion in parental authority. Adults in the environment takes the role of good cop and bad cop. This leads to confusion in their expectation and their limitation that you set for the children. Parents have to be on the same page at all times. Any home that plays favoritism will make the children handicapped in their ability to understand people's intention when they send them out in the world. We have also discussed about this in our previous video, the gentle and firm parenting. Please go back to the video and watch it once again. Corrections need gentleness and kindness. When a child makes a mistake, they are already upset about it. Lecturing, belittling, and arguing will only distance them from you. Rather, be there for them even in their worst days. When emotions runs loud, whispering your reasons works wonders. This calmness in you will alter the behavior positively. Our children want to belong to us, even if their action signals the opposite. Always ensure your child knows that you love them unconditionally and they only have to change their behaviors in the circumstances you mention. Every child is different from their behavior. Give them all the possible reasons so they connect behavior with the intention. Correcting a child is not about control. It's leaving your mark in their heart, downloading your love and desire into their soul. When you shift from reacting to responding, from labeling to understanding, from controlling to guiding, your child doesn't just listen. They begin to trust you, learn from you, and grow with you. Because this is where true parental influence lies. If this video helped you see parenting in a new light, do like it, share it with another parent who might need this today, and subscribe to continue the journey of mindful parenting with me. Let's raise children who feel seen, understood, and deeply connected, and not just corrected. In the next few weeks, practice it and live it. In our next video, we will catch up on the topic of boredom. Thank you.